you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to Austin, Texas, and DKR, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors, taking on the 24th ranked team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Rainbow Warriors will get this season underway as toe meets leather. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's got an alley. There he goes. Open it up. And look at him. It's a touchdown.
People still fill in the stands, and he takes the opening kickoff back to the house to fire up the crowd, fire up his teammates. What a start for this young man.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Finds his tight end. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Yeah, because it freezes those linebackers, it freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run, and then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end can catch the football and make big plays.
Oh, he's got a chance. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. All right, guys, let's talk for a second about Hawaii. They lose in the semis last year. Any potential for a hangover this season?
I don't think so, and I think they obviously didn't finish last season the way they wanted to, but having the success they had, David, that opened the eyes to a lot of portal players around the country. They wanted to come here knowing they could build on that and take the next step.
And sometimes it takes those steps, Jesse. Like, you've got to crawl before you walk, and this team, they tasted it. They know what it feels like. They know what it's like to be in the playoffs, and they want more. And they get to take some anger out and some hard feelings out today to start this season.
DKR heating up and trying to make third down impossible here. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly complete. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
In their own territory, no problem. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And the ball's out there after it. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes.
And the only time it's okay to stretch the ball out, and fumble the football. It is on 4th down and short. It's on 4th down and goal. And you have to lay out and you have to reach that football. You could tell he was trying to maybe reach that football, coughed it up. The defense forces the fumble, gets the stop on 4th down.
He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Shoots it to the left. That's caught. It's Donaldson. Makes the grab and knocked down, and he's got it at the 25-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Longhorns with the 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Gives it on the option. Makes his man miss. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another 1st down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And the Longhorns are marching down the field. They want to run this quarterback. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. Let's take just a moment here and talk a little about Texas. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster.
It's a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. And the ball is going to land out of bounds. They'll maintain possession and pick up a few yards in the process. Well, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Makes the grab on the left. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the 1st down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the 1st. And now you're staring 4th down right in the face.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called.
Timeout, Texas.
Fourth down and 1, and they'll go for it. Going for the marker on the ground. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns!
I know we're only in game 1, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do. And they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
And he's going to bring this one out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. They can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Using the quick game. Oh, he's got some space. Smashes through the tackle. Put it right on him. Play good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
And that's why, if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
Red pass, it's complete. Bulldozes his way through. Out of bounds, right at the 20-yard line, edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. They'll run the option. Quick toss. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time. They're able to make a quick stop.
And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to get it in. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver. And the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
4th and goal from the 3, and the offense will stay out there and try to finish the deal. Dances away to buy time. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost motion and didn't look it all the way in. The decision to go for it does not pan out. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. They've had a really productive first half so far, and they'll try to add to it here. He'll do it himself. Trying to buy a little room with that shotgun run, and they were lucky to get it back up to the 3.
And as a defensive player, you see so much option nowadays and so many different variants of it. And you got to play very disciplined, sound football. And you could tell he knew he was responsible for the quarterback. He goes and gets him, sits him on the ground, creates a tackle for a loss.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, the inside give. Strong run there to pick up 4 and get it out to the 7. Let's see if they keep it on the ground here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking down the middle. Got his man downfield. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. He'll mark it at the 30.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered.
Intercepted, the defense has set him up. Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it 1st down at the 39. The defense dialed up the pressure, and they hit the quarterback, and that led to the pick.
No doubt about it, Reese. Pressure affects a quarterback's accuracy. He just was not able to set his feet on that throw. Ball got away from him a little bit, and, of course, that led to the interception.
Complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
Horns up and ready to hook him. Serious noise on 3rd down in DKR. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's the pressure. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Unloads to the wideout. Complete on the comeback. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. The Rainbow Warriors have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pulls it in. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the 1st down.
Into the end zone. And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Back to pass. Under fire. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
That is exactly what I would tell this quarterback to do. Throw that ball away. Don't force it. Don't create a turnover down here in the red zone. We still got a few more downs to go. Nice job by the QB with the decision-making.
On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. From the gun, wants to pass. On the run, still looking. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
Fourth and goal from the 4, and look at this. The offense still on the field. They'll go for it. Wants to throw again. Let's it fly. Touchdown, Warriors. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Man, I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They want to throw it. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
That's how you blow up the screen pass if you're on defense. You got to hit the quarterback fast and force the incompletion.
The incomplete pass leaves him with 2nd down. Looking to fire. Got a man. Steps out of bounds across the 25. They'll mark it at the 26, and a good pickup for this offense here.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Longhorns come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the 1st down. The RPO, fire complete to the left. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now, having given up multiple 1st downs on this drive. Somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleed.
Got enough for the 1st, and he's still going. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. He's now up to 58 yards on the ground, and he wanted to make a 1st impression, and he's doing that in this opening game. To the ground. He's got it again.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
From the gun, the running back has it. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! And they take it in for 6 more points.
You know, there's so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime, This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
And let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time, so get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Looking to throw on first down. It's complete to the right. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Back to pass on second down. Bringing the heat. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
So after that incompletion, fourth down, you've got to hold serve if you're this offense, right? Both offenses, up and down the field. The opponent scored twice. You scored a touchdown on your first drive. I think you got to go for it here because right now nobody's playing defense. And this game very easily could come down to which team has the ball last.
Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. To the air on first down. Here's a heat. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
In most instances, I would say really, really nice decision by the quarterback. But when you've got speed like this guy has, I think you'd sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would like to see him take off and see if he can go make something with his feet.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Steps away to find some room. More than enough time in the pocket, and he fires left. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Longhorns will boot it away to start the second half. And he's not going to take the touchback. He just about popped that one for a long one, but as it is, he gives his team a lot of momentum with a solid return. The Hawaii offense returns to the field. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge. And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football.
Finds the tight end. Creates a little room. And it'll be a pickup of 9. They're facing a 3rd and 1. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, Dave?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Converts on 4th down, still going. And not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing, an easy conversion for this offense.
And that's a play the defense has got to be able to make, guys, right there on 4th down. You're in the 3rd quarter, 2nd half. You're playing at home, and it's a close game. You've got a huge opportunity to seize momentum. You just get the feeling that that momentum is going to be a big factor here in the 2nd half. Someone had to step up and make a play, and they just couldn't get it done.
Yards, 1st down for the offense after that penalty. They're in the red zone and they'll pass it. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Breaks into the open. And he will wisely scamper out of bounds. No need to take unnecessary hits.
Man, this defense has their hands full today, because not only do they have to worry about the running backs, and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of plays like that. Not a huge explosive play, but he showed you the athleticism. He showed you he has the ability to hurt you with his legs.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
When the offense gets in those multiple tight end looks, you kind of have a good understanding of what's coming. You don't know where the ball's going necessarily, but they'll put those big old bodies in there to block, to move people, to put more mass on the field, especially once you get in this red area where you have to be able to run the football effectively. Those passing windows tend to shrink a lot.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He's got it on the run. And he goes down right there, but a solid pickup, and it'll be a 1st down.
Really nice play call there, because the defense might have been thinking on 3rd and short in the red zone, they're probably going to run the football. Instead, they throw it, catch him off guard, and now they've got 1st and goal.
He'll pull it on the read. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. You just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
Under fire. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
And I really like the decision by the quarterback there. And listen, it's early in the downs. Like, don't force it. Don't make a turnover. He tucks it, get what you can get, and then live to play the next down. I like that execution by the QB.
3rd and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. Touchdown, Rainbow Warriors. You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby.
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature, and you find him, and they produce like this, you keep finding them.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Nice return there, and he'll be dragged down at the 34. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a man.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And it's incomplete, going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He is going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. The short hands, it's Smalls. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Off the play fake on first down. To throw. Pulls it in. It's Smalls. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that route.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. Throws for the tight end. Got it on the outside. It's Callaway. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
Running it to the right. Gets it past the marker. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
Really nice run there. You've seen him do this a time and time again in this game so far. You've got the lead. We're way late in the third quarter now. Not going to surprise me if they just keep leaning on this guy a little bit. Keep force-feeding him the football because he is looking really good.
Might as well give it to him again. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. He just broke the century mark. 100 yards on the ground, and that will put him over 100, and what a way to start the season. The Longhorns are threatening on first and goal. Slips a tackle. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Longhorn! The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. One final play before the end of the quarter. Looking downfield on first down. The sweet feet buy a little time. He goes out of bounds, and that'll take us to the start of the fourth quarter. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead, and they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the third quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. 1 quarter to go, and Mike, we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Back to pass. Going downfield for the big play. He's got it! And he's brought down, but a flag is also down. Some penalties hurt a little bit more or a lot more than other ones. That one wipes out a huge gain. Now on second down. Looking to fire. Unloads to the right. Makes the grab. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. And the Rainbow Warriors want to crank the tempo. Wants to throw on first down. Lofts one high and deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So now it's second and long. Wants to go up top. He's got him this time. Really good pickup on second down there. Leaves him with 3rd and 2. They'll try to get the first through the air. That's caught. It's Diggs. And boy, is he close to that first down. Maybe just a couple of inches short. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Makes the grab past the marker. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
Well, I think the experience on offense was a big reason why the head coach felt confident going for it there on 4th down. He has a lot of guys that have played a lot of snaps. They've been in these big game moments before, ice in their veins. And you saw it there on that completion to keep the sticks moving.
Wants to go up top on first down. Lets it fly. He makes the catch. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. Wants to throw again. He's moving out of the pocket. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. The Rainbow Warriors come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Quick completion on the out route. Touchdown, Hawaii! And the comeback is on.
I think that pass play was simply designed just to get him the football in space and let him do the rest. Obviously, they're not throwing that into the end zone, but they feel like they've got guys, especially at the running back position, that if you just give them an opportunity, they can make people miss and score like he did right there.
And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt, find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute, build this lead a little bit bigger, put this thing away in the 4th quarter.
They really got things moving on this drive. Second play of the drive comes from the 37. Running back searching for a hole. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop him.
Man, it's so nice to have a guy that you can depend on. Like, this offense is built around him for a reason. Just a good running back. You can see, gets north-south, doesn't dance, picks up positive yards, breaks tackles. He's just a really good player, and that's why this offense runs through him.
Takes the easy one to the back. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Looking to throw on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the first down.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
I just love the individual one-on-one effort by the defense there. Offense trying to go option, QB keeps it, but just too many defenders winning their one-on-one battles, defeating blocks, and getting the tackle for loss.
Lost yardage leaves them looking at 2nd and 14. Back to pass. Just a little off. Incomplete. This is the type of play that could be a pivotal moment. Tight game, 3rd and long coming. Motion from the wide receiver. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They'll run it from the gun. Past the first down marker and still running. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. And the Longhorns back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
Well, you got to think in his mind right now, ball security is at a premium, right? He's had a problem with that earlier in this game, but with the lead now late in the game, yards aren't as important as taking care of the football. I think he's doing a better job of that now late.
On defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? Oh, look out on the right. The 40. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Hawaii. And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick 6.
Man, what an awesome game. This is exactly, guys, when we were talking to coaches, they knew it would come down to the last minute. It would be competitive. And how about that? The offense coming through, tying this football game, well, an extra point away from tying this football game up. And now, 2-minute drill on the other side. Who can execute? Who can make a big play down this stretch? Maybe go down the field, get a field goal. We got a good finish coming.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
I think a lot of people were curious what the strategy would be tied this late in the game with this field position. Do you play it safe? Do you play it for OT? I think you just got the answer right there. This coaching staff believes in this quarterback to make the throws to put their offense in position to win this game late.
That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24.
Man, we hear so much about aggressiveness. Interesting spot. You know, you're on your side of the field. It's a tie game. The clock ticks out. It's not the worst thing in the world, but we can't make a mistake in this situation.
He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Timeout.
Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. going for it on 4th down late in a tie game. This is a huge play. He'll keep it on the sneak. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Yeah, I think those quarterback sneaks used to be for the big, strapping quarterbacks. But, man, nowadays, dude, all you got to do is fall forward, and it's such a hard play to stop. So you see this all across all levels of football, and it's just a difficult play to stop.
And the Longhorns will have it 1st and 10. From the gun, the ground game. It's runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. The offense uses a timeout. 15 seconds left to play. The Longhorns with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. And this is going to be intercepted. A big play in a tie game. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
It's the plays like that that are going to end up defining and deciding this game, right? It's tight. Tie game, 4th quarter. Someone is going to step up and make a game-changing play, and the defender did right there.
This offense has it with really good field position. They get the timeout called with 7 seconds left on the clock. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Leaves it with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. With the line of scrimmage at the 37, that will leave them with a long 54-yard field goal attempt and a chance to win the game. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, just to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Palmer, like you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the 3rd overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays, back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
So here comes our first play of overtime. He's got it on the right. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score.
The biggest rule change for me, if I could make one in all of college football, would be illegal man downfield. And when they run these RPO plays and those linemen start to creep further and further down the field, I would love for the refs to call those more often. It's a cheating play, basically, running these RPOs. So hard to stop. Nice execution by the offense, but probably cheating.
He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Right back to him on the ground. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. With a condensed field in overtime, if you can establish the run, it is a huge advantage.
Big-time advantage. You establish your physicality, come out the gates, put you in a positive way. Now I can play action, opens the whole playbook.
Looking to throw for it. He goes! Touchdown, Texas! They take the lead here in overtime.
Love the thought process by the quarterback here on this play. Nobody open in the end zone. Find your check down. Find the running back. He does that, and once this guy's got the ball in his hands, he shows you that elusiveness and his ability to sniff out the end zone.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. Motion from the wideout. Back to throw. It's Rush. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And that defender was just smothering the quarterback on that screen attempt. You know, the QB's taught to hold on to it to the last possible second. He had no shot trying to negotiate that defender.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. They'll run the screen. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. It's third down, and they need to get it in the end zone to stay in the game here in OT. They'll try to get it through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Man, they just couldn't find the hole. Down in the red zone, the field shrinks. So much harder to complete those passes. But fourth and short. Now, decision time, baby.
This, the biggest play of the game so far. Going for it on fourth down in overtime. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Unloads it left. Looking for the goal line. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
Well, the head coach is looking real smart after gambling for it there on fourth and short in field goal range, but he trusts his quarterback to go to the right place with the football. Huge play now setting up first and goal.
To pass. Almost intercepted, and you just can't put the ball in jeopardy on first down in overtime.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
Now second and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Looking to fire. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Warriors! They got it in, and now an extra point away from the tie.
Obviously very hard to complete passes this area of the field. Nice execution. Now you're down by one, and now you got to make the decision. Are we going to go for it and try to end the game right here and put this game in our offense's hands? What do you think?
And that's why I love having the ball second, because I get the opportunity to do this. I knew they scored a touchdown. We scored a touchdown. Now, do I want to go for the win, or do I want to continue this game on? It's so nice to have the ball second.
Now first down here in the second overtime. To the air on first down. Quick strike complete. There he goes. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
And the Rainbow Warriors looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Rides the back on the option to give. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wants to go up top. Snags it. Touchdown, Rainbow Warriors. Got it in to take the lead
a day young. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not one, not two, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
They got the touchdown. Now in the second overtime, you have to go for 2. Oh, that was less than choreographed. Everybody going on their own snap count there. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Now in the second overtime, you must go for the 2-point conversion. He'll set up to throw. Release to the back. They got it. Executed beautifully, and the lead is 8 in double overtime.
Hawaii 43, Texas 35.
Now on first down, they need to answer with a touchdown. Grabbed behind the line. It's Smalls. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. First and goal, down a touchdown. They have to get it in the end zone. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. Touchdown! With that, now a 2-point conversion away from triple overtime.
Man, what a great response by this offense, going down the field, scoring the touchdown. Now, I gotta go for 2. I know the new overtime rules. They changed this years ago. Jesse, you should work on this in practice. What's your go-to 2-point play right here?
I'll tell you, after running the ball as well as they did on that last touchdown, I could see them doing it again. I think they've got confidence in the big fellas up front to get it done, find a way into the end zone, and be more physical.
Offense will use a timeout here to make sure everyone is on the same page here in overtime. They've got to get it in on the 2-point try to force a third overtime. Trying to power it in. They cannot convert. A defensive stop will end it, and a 2-point victory in overtime. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about